High stakes in this game. Who will own the Stagecoach? Big blind is $50. Small blind is $25. The gentleman calls.
I fold.
The flop.
Raise?
I fold.
Raise.
I fold.
Those chips are mine.
The lady calls.
Fold.
Flop.
I check.
Turn.
Check, please.
Player checks.
I raise.
Oh, fold.
That's a lot to bet. I fold.
Those chips are mine. I must fold.
I fold.
Check.
Player checks. The miss calls.
Raise.
I raise. These are real skills.
I must
I
fold.
fold.
The lady calls.
I check. I raise.
The miss calls.
I raise.
All in with $2,905. The winner takes $547. The gentleman calls.
Oh, fold.
The gentleman calls. The gentleman calls. Flop.
Check.
Check, please. Fold.
Turn. Split pot. The gentleman calls.
I raise.
Fold.
The gentleman calls.
I fold.
Check.
The river.
Raise.
The gentleman calls.
I am good.
That's a lot to bet.
The gentleman calls. The flop.
I check.
I check.
I check.
All in with $375. The madam wins 3. This player is out of money. Player has left the table. The gentleman calls. The gentleman calls.
I check.
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 Check, please.
Raise.
I fold.
I win.
The miss wins $2,280.
Fold.
The gentleman calls.
Check.
I raise.
The gentleman calls. The river.
Check. I am the winner.
The gentleman calls. The gentleman calls.
Raise.
Check, please.
Check.
Check, please.
I raise.
Fold.
The missed calls.
I am the winner.
The lady calls. The gentleman calls. Player checks.
Check.
Check.
Check, please.
Raise.
Fold.
Fold.
Sorry, but I won.
Fold.
The gentleman calls. The gentleman calls. The flop. The lady calls.
Fold.
The gentleman wins $1,422. The gentleman calls. The gentleman calls. All in $570.
Oh, fold.
I raise.
Turn. The river.
Check. Raise.
The gentleman wins $3,296. This player is out of money. Has left the table. The gentleman calls.
I check.
I check.
I raise.
Fold.
That's it. Those chips are mine.
The flop.
Raise.
I fold.
Look out for me.
The gentleman calls. The madam calls.
Check.
Oh,
I
fold.
fold.
The lady calls.
Raise.
The flop.
I fold.
The gentleman wins $661.
I raise.
The gentleman calls. Flop.
Fold.
I fold.
The gentleman wins $1,796. The gentleman calls.
Raise.
I fold.
Check.
Turn.
Oh, fold.
The gentleman wins $1,050.
I raise.
I fold.
These are real skills.
I raise.
Oh, fold.
Check. Check. Sorry, but I won.
The gentleman calls. The miss calls.
Check.
I check.
I raise.
Check.
The gentleman wins $7,126. This player is out of money. Has left the table.
I fold.
The gentleman wins $75. The gentleman calls. Flop.
I check. I fold. Fold.
The gentleman wins $75. The gentleman calls. Flop.
I raise.
Turn.
Check. Raise.
All in $7,026. The gentleman wins $5,946.
Fold.
The gentleman wins $75.
Check.
Turn. River.
I win. I fold.
The gentleman wins $75. The gentleman calls. Flop.
Check. I fold.
The gentleman calls.
I check. Check. Hey, looky here, I'm doing pretty well. I check. I fold.
The gentleman wins $150. The flop. Turn.
Raise.
The gentleman calls. The gentleman wins $1,570.
Raise.
The gentleman calls. Flop.
I fold.
The gentleman calls. Player checks. The flop.
Fold.
The gentleman wins $174. The gentleman calls. Flop.
I check. I fold.
The gentleman wins $150.
I fold.
The gentleman wins $75.
Check. Check.
Player checks. Turn.
I check. Check.
Player checks.
Hey, looky here, I'm doing pretty well. Fold.
The gentleman wins $75.
Check. Check. I fold.
The gentleman wins $150.
I raise.
The gentleman calls.
Fold.
The gentleman wins $530. The gentleman calls. The flop. Player checks. Turn.
I fold.
The gentleman wins $150. The gentleman calls. Flop.
I check. I raise.
The gentleman calls. The river.
Raise. Hey, looky here, I'm doing pretty well. I fold.
The gentleman wins $150.
I fold.
The gentleman wins $75. The gentleman calls. Flop.
I raise. Look out for me, man.
The gentleman calls. Player checks. Flop.
Check.
The river.
Fold.
The gentleman wins $2,550.
Wow, look here, I'm shaking. Raise. That's it. Those chips are mine.
Player checks.
Now fold. Check. Now fold.
The gentleman wins $150.
I raise. Raise.
The gentleman calls. All in $2,229. The gentleman calls. The gentleman wins $4,458.
Check. I raise. I knew I was good, huh? I fold.
The gentleman wins $75.
I check. I raise. I win. Now fold.
The gentleman calls. Flop.
I check. Fold.
The gentleman wins $150.
I fold.
The gentleman wins $75.
That's a lot to bet. Check. I raise. I win. Fold. Check. Check. Fold.
The gentleman wins $150. The gentleman calls.
Check. Wow, look here, I'm shaking. I knew I was good, huh? I raise.
The gentleman calls.
Check.
The gentleman calls. River.
I check.
Player checks.
Give me the chips. I fold.
The gentleman wins $75. The gentleman calls.
Check.
Turn.
Check.
The river.
I raise. Sorry, but I won.
The flop.
I fold.
Flop.
Fold.
The gentleman wins $150. The gentleman calls. Player checks. The flop.
I raise. Hey, look at here, I'm doing pretty well.
The flop.
Check. I fold.
The gentleman wins $150. The gentleman calls. The flop. Player checks. Turn.
Check. I check. Give me the chips.
The gentleman calls. Flop.
I check. I fold.
The gentleman wins $150.
Fold. Check.
The gentleman
Turn.
calls. River.
Check.
All in with $5,323. The gentleman wins $9,352.
Fold.
Flop.
I check. I fold.
The gentleman wins $250. All in with $522.
I knew I was good, huh?
The gentleman calls.
Check.
Turn.
I check. Man, I'm good. I fold.
The gentleman wins $150. The gentleman calls. River.
I should have won. These are real skills.
The gentleman calls. Flop.
Raise.
Turn.
Check.
The gentleman wins $2,288.
Check.
Player checks.
I check.
The river.
Look out for me, man. I fold.
The gentleman wins $75. The gentleman calls.
I check. That's a lot to bet. Check.
The river. All in with $2,313. The gentleman wins $2,413. The gentleman calls. The flop. Player checks. Turn. The gentleman calls. River. The gentleman wins $300. The flop.
I check. I fold.
The gentleman wins $150.
Check. Check. Raise. I got you.
Flop. Turn.
I check. I fold.
The gentleman wins $250.
Fold.
The gentleman wins $75.
I check. Check.
Player checks.
I check. I knew I was good, huh?
Flop.
I raise. Man, I'm good.
The gentleman calls.
I check.
Player checks.
Check.
Player checks. The flop.
I raise. Give me the chips.
The gentleman calls.
I check.
Player checks. Turn.
Check.
Player checks. River.
I check. I fold.
The gentleman wins $5,450. The gentleman calls. Player checks.
Check. Fold.
The gentleman wins $150.
Raise. Hey, look at here, I'm doing pretty well.
The gentleman calls.
I fold.
The gentleman wins $150.
Check. Fold.
The gentleman wins $150.
Now fold.
The gentleman wins $75. The gentleman calls. Player checks.
Check. I fold.
The gentleman wins $150.
Check.
The gentleman calls. The gentleman wins $1,542.
I check.
Player checks. The river. Player checks.
These are real skills. I fold.
The gentleman wins $75. The gentleman calls.
I check. Fold.
The gentleman wins $150.
Fold.
The gentleman wins $75. The gentleman calls. Flop.
I check.
Turn.
I raise.
The gentleman calls. All in with $2,968. The gentleman wins $3,561. The gentleman calls. Player checks.
I fold.
The gentleman wins $150. The gentleman calls. Flop. Turn.
I check.
River.
I check. Fold. That's a lot to bet. I fold.
The gentleman wins $75. The gentleman calls.
Check. Fold.
The gentleman wins $250.
Raise. I knew I was good, huh?
Flop.
Now fold.
The gentleman calls.
I raise.
The gentleman calls. The gentleman calls. The gentleman wins $2,158. The gentleman calls.
Check. I raise. Give me the chips. I fold.
The gentleman wins $75.
Check.
Turn.
Check.
River.
Check. I knew I was good, huh? That's a lot to bet. I fold.
The gentleman wins $250. The gentleman calls. Flop.
I check.
Turn. Player checks. The river.
I win. I fold.
The gentleman wins $760. The gentleman calls. Player checks. Turn.
I check.
The river. The gentleman calls. Flop.
Raise. Give me the chips.
The gentleman calls.
I check. Check.
Player checks.
Check. Check. I got you.
The gentleman wins $100. Flop.
I fold.
The gentleman calls. Flop.
Check. I fold.
The gentleman wins $150. The gentleman calls. The flop.
Check. I fold.
The gentleman wins $150.
I fold.
Player checks.